Really just trying to soak in the last couple of days here before we get our first frost. I think they're calling for frost in 2 nights. And so I'm just walking around outside a little bit. I don't know if you can see behind me, fall colors just everywhere right now. So I thought, you know what, we should take one last little look at the dahlias. I always say that the morning after our first frost feels a little bit like a funeral. Growing these dahlias, pouring so much into them all summer long, and then to see them go in a night is always hard. But it's part of the process. So before they go, let's take a little look at them. This right here has been life the last couple of months, really. They are not in their prime right now, you can see. They really need to be deadheaded, things like that, but still, it's been such a sweet, sweet season. Right, Coco? And you want a tummy rub, huh? You are just getting ready to have some babies in a couple weeks, aren't you? This time of year, we're always going through the varieties and figuring out what we want to grow again. Just blooms that did well for us this year, or maybe ones that we had trouble with, and yeah, we'll keep some and get rid of some. And then looks like we should also go through and do one last pepper pick. We are loaded there still on some of the varieties. For some reason, the chickens have been picking apart my basil, but I really still need to transplant these into the house and see how they do in there over the winter. And then of course the star of the show every single year are the cafe au lates. So beautiful. These have graced many a wedding this summer again. Always bittersweet to see them go. I know we're having to say goodbye to a lot of things this time of year here on the farm with frost coming on, but all is not lost. A much more exciting note is we have been having so many baby calves. I don't know if you can hear them right now. I think 3 or so of the bull calves just got picked up this afternoon. Unfortunately, we cannot keep bull calves longer than a couple of weeks. They are just not safe to have around with kids, but we had a new calf, I think 5 of the 7 days last week. Today we woke up to really cool temps and I have the itch to bake something. So I've got my sourdough starter here and we're actually going to make some sourdough cinnamon rolls, which are so tasty. If you've never tried them, I think the sourdough starter just makes them extra fluffy and delicious. So to start off with, we are going to mix a 1/4 cup of warm milk with 1½ teaspoons of yeast, 1 teaspoon of honey, and then let that stand for 10 minutes. And then to that mixture, we're going to add 1 cup sourdough starter, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of butter, and 2 eggs. And we'll mix that all together. And then we'll add 3 to 4 cups of flour. And mix that all together. So this is the consistency of my dough. I'm gonna go ahead and grease this bowl actually, and then we'll cover it and let it rise till doubled. As we wait on the cinnamon rolls, I wanted to chat with you a little bit about bedding. As you know, I am big on natural fibers and like linen and cotton. I love to wear that. I love to sleep in it. And if you've been around for a while, you will know that I am a big fan of linen bedding from Brooklinen. We've slept in it now for, oh goodness, probably close to a year, honestly, and have been so happy with it to this day. If you are new here and have not heard of Brooklinen before, basically they are a luxury chic company that creates high quality home goods to furnish your home. When I do online shopping, I'm always looking out at reviews and quickly tells me if I want to dive further into the company. Brooklinen has over 500,000 5-star reviews, so I'm clearly not the only one who has fallen in love with their bedding. The linen bundle specifically, which is what I have, I love that not only are they okay to wash, as a mom of lots of little ones, that's pretty important, but also they actually get softer with each wash, which is amazing. I love the kind of like rumpled look of linen. It's my all-time favorite. It's also very versatile throughout the year, so it's not too hot for the summer, but then it's so cozy still for the winter months. Their online shopping experience is so incredibly simple, but also fun. There's so many different colors, patterns, even fabrics that you can pick from. If you're not such a fan of linens and cottons as I am, they also have sateen sheets, they have flannel, so many options, so many colors. One of my favorite parts of it is you can actually mix and match. It's just so fun to play around with. So if you have also been eyeing Brooklinen, they did give me a special discount code for my viewers. I will put it right here, but I believe it is Steph Golden Hour for 20% off of your order of $100 or more. A huge thank you to Brooklinen for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Now let's get back to the cinnamon rolls. Okay, cinnamon rolls are ready to roll, but I had to show these to you first. Also, do you peep the Christmas tree? I know. I probably won't actually decorate for another couple of weeks, but I needed it up for some brand stuff that I'm working on before then. Anyways, that was super fun. I just did a fun little reel, or pictures at least, with the girls. Maybe I can insert the clip here. I'm working with them over on Instagram, but aren't these so cute, the little girls? Can't talk. Looked like actual angels, and they have the most adorable little puffed sleeves. And then Kyra looked so grown up in her little dress, but we're wearing these, which are also really fun. We did this shoot for a sale that they're doing. It's 30% off everything. So I don't know if that's still live or not when this video goes live, but I will try to link these down below if you're looking for like formal wear. I'm not usually very gracious. I just grab a stick of butter and then clean hands. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I literally will just take this, smush it apart with my fingers, and then kind of spread it into the dough. I'm gonna make a little mixture. I'm not measuring brown sugar, which does not really look like brown sugar right now because I blended it up because it got all hard in my big bag. I should have added some bread, but I have that here. I'm just gonna add some cinnamon and then also vanilla. You guys, if you've ever had First Watch's, I think it's technically their like fall cinnamon roll. I don't know. It is out of this world. I tried it last year and ever since. I'm like, no, we can't just have a normal cinnamon roll anymore. We need something with a little bit more flair. And so one of the very prominent flavors in it was vanilla. So I'm gonna mix these three together and then we'll just spread that across here before we roll it out. This is not like a copycat of that recipe because they also, oh my word, it was like some sort of a brown sugar frosting on the top, I think, as well as a cream cheese drizzle of sorts. And then they actually had like a cinnamon toast crunch cereal on the top, and so you had, it was warm, it was just everything you'd ever want in a cinnamon roll. So anyway, we're not going that fancy, but I do still love the addition of vanilla into this filling mixture. Okay, looks like I might need a little bit more.
Name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God hath done.
Thank you. Thank
Just realized I'm wearing nearly the same thing that I wore earlier this video when I took you up here, but I am so grateful we got that time to put all those little bouquets together with the girls, and I ended up just turning the camera off for the rest of the day. We had our first hot cocoa of this season, which I love to do with just raw milk, cocoa powder, some vanilla, and maple syrup. Whew. Hiking up here has me very out of breath, but I wanted to show you. This is what we deal with every year after our first frost. What literally just a couple of days ago was these beautiful vibrant flowers are now very sad, very brown looking plants. But
thank you. Thank you.
Sometimes you wipe a few tears when this first happens, and then you go ahead and you move right along. Tonight, something that I am looking forward to is going out for birthday dinner. So fun fact, the day this video goes live is actually my birthday. I will be turning 32, and tonight a couple of my girlfriends and I are going out to celebrate. We all have birthdays within a few weeks of each other. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to having some girl time tonight. Oh, what a gift it is to be able to spend time with friends like that. Highly recommend taking time for that once in a while. Just going out with friends, even when there's a lot of other things to do. And another thing I've been thinking about a lot recently is I feel like my videos have been a little bit, I don't know, just shallow and not very meaty, and I do apologize for that. I'm really hoping things will improve here soon. I'm trying to still show up. Sometimes I wonder if it's actually worth it. But I hope you were inspired somehow today. Don't forget to check out Brook Linen if you are looking to upgrade your bedding, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.
Golden, golden thing.